A man cannot be the best version of himself dealing with a woman who is resisting growth. Because while he's trying to elevate, she's leeching on and draining him instead of pouring into him and elevating with him and adding to him.
What's good people? It's your boy Money Marco. And today's show is going to seem like a red pill show, even though this isn't a red pill channel. But, you know, like I said, we all about solutions over here. And we're here to fix the problems that we got going on in the community and to fix our own problems. It's all about improvement, not just improvement of self, but improvement of relationships, improvement of marriages, improvement of our finances, improvement of our health, improvement of our kids, you know? So today is day 3 of my sobriety. I see AB started drinking again. You know, I hate to say it, but I actually was hoping that he wouldn't start drinking again. But I knew he would start drinking again. I knew it was going to come. I knew it was coming. He was looking good. He was looking focused. He was looking locked in. He was looking good. But that monkey jumped back on his back and he started drinking again, which is normal for someone who drinks. So you shouldn't judge him. That same thing that happened to AB happened to me recently. Like I stopped drinking for a good month. And then on 4th of July, I was like, well, you know, it's 4th of July, you know? We going to this resort out here in Florida. We going to this Florida resort, man. It's laid out nice and clean, man. We about to have us a good time. We might as well get a bottle. Got me a bottle of Tito's. Tell me why I pretty much drank the whole freaking bottle by myself of Tito's. And that goes back to the last video talking about ADHD people in alcohol. Because that's exactly what it was like. Once I had my first sip, oh man, I'm feeling good. You get that dopamine hit, feeling good. Then you feel like it's wearing off to where you want to keep on feeling that same feeling. And just like the guy said, just drinking. You know? That's exactly what happened. Down the whole bottle of Tito's and I drank like 2 beers. For the first time in my life of drinking, I had a 2-day hangover. Anybody ever had a 2-day hangover before? That was my first time. And that crap was the worst, bro. The second day was worse than the first day. The second day of the hangover was worse than the second day of the hangover was worse than the first day. You know? And I ain't gonna lie. Today I was tempted to get something to drink today. I fought temptations today. This, like I said, this is day 3 of my sobriety, right? I was tempted, like after the gym, I had some errands to run. I had to go get some clothes because, you know, school's about to start for the kids. So I had to get the boys their uniform tops. Drove to get their uniform tops, you know, stopped at the stores and all that. Stopped at Walmart. Got a couple of things for the place here. You know, got this mic while I was there, you know. And I was tempted, man. I was tempted to drink. That voice inside my head kept telling me, just get something to drink. Just get, you know, 1 cup. Just get something. You know, and I just kept on fighting it. So instead I got this right here, which is pineapple coconut juice. You know, which is very good for you. It's good for your skin. It's good for your hair. It's good for your immune system. It's good for your digestive health, your digestion. You know what I mean? If you want to lose weight, you know, it helps your digestion so you have a faster metabolism. It gets rid of inflammation, which keeps the cancer away because we know cancer is births off of inflammation pretty much, right? So it's keeps that away. You know, this is organic. Another thing I got while I was at Publix, I got these multivitamins, which has, you know, it's omega-3 multivitamins, you know, and it has everything in it, man. It has everything. It's good for your immune health, good for your muscle and bone energy, metabolism. It's good for all that. It has zinc, potassium, you know, all that good stuff, man. Vitamin A, B, C, D, you know, all the good vitamins and stuff. You know, it's good for you. So, like I said, health is wealth, man. You know, we getting in shape. We hitting the gym. You know, I'm gonna do a show on that too. I think the game I could give y'all, man. I think I should put that. I think I should make people pay for that. You know, do you know, like, about 3 months ago, I'm 5'7", right? I was about 200 pounds. Like 3 months ago, I was about 200 pounds. Your boy got big. Got the dad bod, I was out of shape, boy. Your boy was out of shape. You know? And I'm a person who always been in shape. You know, I'm a gym head. I know how to stay in shape. You know, I've been working out since I've been 11. My mom was a gym head. She stayed in the gym. So that's where I get it from. I get that from my mom. I always stayed in the gym all throughout high school, all, you know, since I was 11, all throughout. I was always in shape, always worked out. So kind of let myself go, you know. I was going through a lot. You know, that depression and all that, you know, depression and anxiety and all that kind of takes a toll on you to where you just drinking. I was drinking a lot, eating and drinking, you know, even smoked for a little bit, but I had to stop smoking that because it made my anxiety worse. Smoking, it was supposed to bring down my anxiety. It made it worse. You know, so I stopped smoking and it made me lazy. I didn't like the way it made me lazy too. You know, so I stopped smoking. But yeah, I lost all that weight. I was 200 pounds. Now I'm down to 165. And I think it's probably about in 2 months. I got down to that size, man. Boy, in tip top shape in like 2 months. You know, I can even show you the pictures. You know, so, I want to do a show on that, but I'm gonna give y'all the game, man. I'm gonna give y'all the game, but I'm gonna just give y'all a little game because people get paid big money for these secrets right here. People get paid big money for this. But anyway, today's topic, like I said, it's going to be on some red pill type stuff because we got to fix these problems in these marriages. Too many marriages are ending right now. We got to find out what the common denominator is. It isn't just one side, though. So this isn't a gender war thing. But at the same time, we got to call it how we see it. When we see all these videos and these topics, you hear the men saying the same thing. And then I'm like, dang, y'all too? I'm even saying it. I'm like, you too? Like, you going through that too? Everybody, like, the men are saying the same thing when it comes to these women. When it comes to the black woman. Right? And don't even get on me. I'm gonna let a woman tell y'all. Go ahead and roll the clip.
If we're being honest, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. A lot of these women, okay, they don't want to be happy. They don't want to be peaceful. They don't want to be joyful. They want to sit up there and keep on wallowing in their misery. They don't want you to be happy because they're not happy. They want to sit up there and keep on taking you through the ringer, right? But this is the thing, y'all, guys, you got to catch this. You got to understand this. A woman that does her own work is going to be a better mate for you. It's going to be a better partner for you. It's going to be a better spouse for you. It's going to be a better wife for you. But a lot of these women out here, they do not want to do their internal work. I know. Listen, I'm a therapist. Okay. I deal with this stuff every single day. The men will book a session, but the women will not come. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, the men will book the couple session. The woman will not come. Okay. What happens is she continues in her misery. And what happens is she sits up there and she taints your environment. She taints your world. She taints everything that has to do with you, because what is she? She's poisonous at this point. She's living in her own poison. And what happens is she sprinkles a little bit on you here, a little bit on you there. And then what happens is now you're downtrodden. Now you're depressed. Now you got anxiety. Now you got insomnia. Now you having depression. Okay. Now you down and out. Okay. So this is the thing that you got to understand, guys. These women are running y'all into the ground. But guys, you got to take responsibility, because y'all sit up there and y'all put up with this bullshit. They are running y'all into the ground. How are you going to sit up there and let this nonchalant woman that don't do nothing for you, she sits up there and talks bad about you on social media to her friends, to her coworkers, but yet you sit up there letting her run you in the ground?
How many of y'all can relate to that? One thing that stuck out to me was, well, one key thing that she said that stuck out to me was, she said that as a therapist, she sees that it's always the man that comes in and wants to do the internal work. Meaning, the man is the only one willing to do what he has to do to be a better person and better for his marriage. He's the only one willing to change for the better so the marriage could work. She said the woman don't come in and want to do the internal work to change. How many times do you hear a woman say, if you can't handle me as I am, then da 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 da. Or take me as I am. You got to take me as I am. Or you can't handle a strong black woman. How many times we hear them say that? So you mean to tell me we're supposed to deal with you as you are the rest of our lives and deal with all that mess? The Bible says, better to live on the roof of your house than in the house with a contentious woman. Meaning, rather to live on the roof of your house than in the house with an argumentative woman. That's what the Bible says. Right? Like I said in my first video, ladies, when you are soft, nice, feminine to your man, he will move mountains for you. He don't mind doing whatever for you.
Women who really like to cater to their men and aren't aggressive,
I agree,
and aren't loud and don't try to fight and have a power struggle with their men, they're the ones who win long term.
Totally.
Now they're gonna call me sexist for saying it.
No, we don't give a what you saying.
They're the ones who win.
Those are the women who win. Who win? That is so true. Women want to be aggressive and bossy. You're gonna turn your man off.
Listen, being passive is a woman's superpower.
Yes, it is.
They don't understand that.
Yep.
They think that they're somehow losing to a man by being passive. Women want equality until the check comes. Right?
I love a soft woman. It's one of the most sexiest things.
It is,
that a man, true
and
man.
you will appreciate that as a man.
You sure will.
Especially after having loud ass, aggressive, masculine ass women in your past, who don't act like women. to have a nice soft.
And watch what I'm about to tell you. You don't mind doing for them.
You don't. You appreciate it.
Oh my God.
You appreciate it.
When they soft.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's your delivery, ladies. Right? If something needs to be done around the house that you need your man to help you with, instead of asking him with an attitude, ask him nicely. And he'll have no problem doing it. See, you got a whole, you mad at him because he didn't, for instance, clean the bathroom. You mad because he didn't clean the bathroom for you, or you know, you're cleaning the house and you're mad because he didn't help you clean the house. The reason he didn't help you clean the house is is the way you asked him. You know? If you would have asked him politely and with some respect, he would have did it. But instead you coming to him, can you help me clean the house? Whatever however you might say it. You know how you talk, ladies. And then he gonna look you up and down like, what? Like, nah, you do it. You do it. I ain't helping you. Like, look how you asked. That's what a man would say. A man be like, look how you asked me. Nah, you do that. You know what I mean? And then you get mad at him. And then next thing you know, it becomes a whole issue, becomes a whole problem that snowballs to where now he's not helping around the house now. Why would he help you by the way you're asking? One thing about men is our love language is respect. Right? Black women, why you think all these black men are switching? Like, why you think all these black women don't mess with y'all right? Why you think all these black men don't mess with y'all right now? Why you think black men is going runway boys, going overseas to find a wife? Dang, dudes got to go overseas to find a wife now. Who they think is going to be soft, respectful, and kind to them. Why they got to go overseas to find that? When we got all these black women here in the States, right here. But the problem is y'all don't know how to act. Y'all don't know how to show respect. Respect would take you a long way in your relationship. One of the main reasons why these marriages is failing is because these women have no respect for the men. And then next thing you know, she's filing for divorce because she's not happy. But what did the lady say? She said, y'all don't do the eternal work. So you break up a whole marriage because you not happy, but yet happiness comes from within. It's not the man's job to make you a happy person. It's your job. It's your job to make yourself happy. The man can't make you happy. You got to make you happy. And guess what? If you do the eternal work and work on yourself and, you know, improve for the better, it's going to change to the trajectory of the whole marriage. Meaning that you being happy is going to make your spouse happy. And then when your spouse is happy, like I said in the first video, he will move mountains for you. He's going to do what he has to do to be a better man, not just for you, but for the family. Right? Therefore, you're happy, he's happy, and then the kids are happy. You have a happy home. Right? But instead, you don't want to change. You don't want to do the eternal work. You want to continue to be rude and disrespectful to your husband. But yet you go out and you're nice to everybody else. But then your husband is the one that gets the bad side of you. Right? There was something else I had to say about that, but I just lost it. So we're going to go ahead, and if you don't believe me, roll this next clip and it explains it perfectly.
A soft woman can influence a man more than a loud woman ever will, not through aggression, not through force, but through femininity. Men are not moved by constant confrontation. They are moved by peace. A loud woman competes with a man's energy. She challenges, interrupts, escalates, and over time, that turns the relationship into a power struggle. A soft woman does the opposite. Her calm lowers his guard. Her tone invites him instead of provoking him. Her presence makes him feel safe enough to lead without resistance. This isn't weakness, it's strategy. Men respond instinctively to softness because it signals trust, respect, and emotional safety. When a man feels respected, he becomes generous with effort. When he feels trusted, he becomes protective. When he feels peace, he commits deeper. That's why femininity is powerful. It doesn't fight masculinity, it complements it.
How is it that is so much information out here? So many videos. Y'all stay on TikTok and Instagram scrolling. How are y'all missing these videos? To where you got a whole bunch of videos literally giving you the solution for the problem in your marriage. You got panels, you got all these panels of men telling women what we need y'all to do, what we like in a woman. But yet y'all argue back with him. I see so many women on these panels, the men trying to tell them what the issue is with these marriages, and yet you're arguing back with him. You're arguing back with the men on the panel. Y'all don't want to listen. And we wonder why divorce is at an all-time high. And the problem is y'all not taking accountability for what the issue is. And guess what? Because you don't take accountability, because you don't sit there and look in the mirror and say, you know, maybe I had some fault in why this marriage didn't work. The man, he going to take accountability. He going to change. Right? Because men, we're wired different. We take accountability. We sit back and look in the mirror and say, okay, this is where I messed up at. Let me make sure I don't do it again. Right? A woman would break the whole marriage up and say, it was his fault. I didn't do nothing wrong. Move on, and then the cycle continues. The next man is going to be the same outcome for her. She's not going to find another better man after that marriage. You know why? Because she doesn't change. You know why she doesn't change? Because she doesn't look in the mirror and take accountability for her actions. She thinks she did nothing wrong. So when you think you did nothing wrong, you're not going to change your behavior. You're going to remain the same. Right? And if you don't believe me when I say that if you're happy, your husband is happy, and that will change the whole direction of your marriage and make your marriage better to where you have a happy home. If you don't believe me, I got another woman that literally knows the cheat code. Roll the clip.
Is it important for men to be happy in their relationships?
It's the most important.
There are large amounts of men that will disagree with you.
No, I think large amounts of men have gotten conditioned to feeling like their happiness doesn't matter. But that whole happy wife, happy life is BS. It's happy spouse, happy house. If you aren't looking at it from a space of we are here to serve each other, that's why 2 out of 3 marriages end in divorce. Mm-hmm. And the craziest part is most divorces are initiated by the women, which brings me to another point. This right here. My mind is blown. Women have such dysregulated emotions.
Wait, what do you mean by
They
that?
do. They have such dysregulated emotions that they'll say, I'm leaving this thing because I'm not happy. What the hell does that mean? What is it? What do you mean you're not happy? Oh my God, he didn't. And this whole like woke community, this I need to feel seen, heard, and I need to be acknowledged 100% of the time. That's why you're single.
Sarah.
That's your problem.
Sarah.
If you think a person is supposed to get you 100% of the time, if you think that a person is supposed to make you happy 100% of the time, stay single. Don't get married.
Sarah.
Don't date. Don't even get to know anybody because you don't even make yourself happy 100% of the time. How do you expect a man to do this?
Sarah.
I'm so sick and tired of it.
She said a mouthful, right? But for the most part, she's right. And she said exactly what I said, right? She said that when a man is happy, happy spouse, happy house. And a lot of y'all will call her a pick-me for that, right? But this goes back to what I was saying when I said that it's not the man's job to make you happy. Yes, the man is supposed to want to make you happy, right? And for the most part, we do want you to be happy, right? But it's not our job to make you happy. It's a mutual thing. Just like if he's happy, things will be better. If you're happy, things will be better too. But the only way for you to really be happy the way you want to be is you're going to have to do that internal work within inside yourself. You got to want to change and be a better woman yourself. And that's where the happiness comes from. Right? So, I hope this video helped y'all today. We're going to do some more videos. We're going to touch on some more topics and all that. It's not just going to be woman bashing. Matter of fact, I'm working on thinking about a video to where we could get to the other side of this as well and talk to the men on what it is we need to change and hold ourselves accountable to as well in this. But let me say this too before I end it. The key to a successful marriage is mutual respect. I haven't heard anybody say that. When people say, oh, what's the key to marriage? Some people will say trust. Some people will say communication. Some people will say loyalty. Some people will say respect, but it's not just respect one way. It's mutual respect. Meaning he has to show his wife respect and she has to show him respect back. Right? At all times. Mutual respect is the key to a successful marriage. And with that being said, everyone have a blessed day.